What we've done as a society for interventions with homelessness and with addiction historically has not really worked, particularly when we look at the Indigenous context and serving Indigenous people. So for the last many, many years, but in particular the last decade or so, I would say, we've really been more accepting and more knowledgeable about what we need to do as a general society and what we need to do as Indigenous people to actually heal our own people. So those programs we take basically a Western methodology program and we merge it with cultural practices. So it's really important to see familiar faces, to see and hear familiar languages, to see familiar practices that remind people of the good things about their lives. If we really want to help Indigenous people, we need to recognize that connection is the most important part. I often say to my staff that the opposite of addiction is connection. So we're continually looking for ways to really build connection with our residents at Tawau, ways to build them up and engage them into aspects of life that are not within fight or flight mode. So things like arts and crafts, things like training and employment and gaining independence, things like feeding your body and your soul and physical activity, recreation. We spent a lot of time last year, at least 3 or 4 evenings a week out fishing, and you wouldn't think those kinds of things happen, but those activities, those spending time with our individuals and going out and barbecuing and having a cookout and fishing, those are the things that change their lives. So that's where we invest our time as an Indigenous program.